Hello, how's it going, guys? Welcome to another video. Um, Today I just want to talk about being happy and your contentment in life, and how it's like being happy isn't the point of life. Um, Basically, it's just like it's only one state of mind, right? Being happy. The whole point of your life is not to be happy or to try to like pursue happiness, something like that. That's my basic argument here. I think the point of our lives, we kind of make up what it is. For every person, it's going to be different. So you decide the point of your life by the things that you do, like the choices you make, and just like your frame of mind and kind of how you like cultivate that day by day. Like it all adds up, your experiences and all that stuff like factors into it. And yeah, being happy isn't the point. That's not the goal. You're not trying to get to happy all the time. So I think that's just a thing that I see a lot and hear a lot. Everybody hears it, but like it doesn't sit well because it's like people tell you, "Oh, the point of life is to be happy. What do I do with my life? Just do what makes you happy." And it doesn't add up because you're going to be sad, right? Things are going to happen to you. You're going to be angry. You're going to do everything you can in a situation is just not going to work out. People are going to do something to you. It's going to piss you off. So you can't be happy all the time. You can't be happy in every situation. You can't like avoid all negativity because, oh, I got to be happy. Just whatever makes me happy. I think life, like the whole point of life is just survival. Life wants to survive. We have an instinct to survive because we're alive. And if you're surviving, right, you've made it this far. All your ancestors, everything leading up to you now, you are a success if you're surviving. If you're here, like in the grand scheme of how life works, that is a success. It's not about being a billionaire. It's not about being happy every day. It's just surviving. You've made it. You've adapted to the environment. You have, all these tools and stuff at your disposal. You've overcome all the challenges. That's what it is. That's the success. At least that's how I see it now. And when people become young adults, they start to consider what is the purpose of life. Like their lives, they mean, outside of just like, why am I here, whatever. And they're kind of looking at like a spiritual thing. And I see that online now. It's like the spiritual wave. Like earlier in the internet age, like YouTube was new and stuff. You had the atheist thing come out, and like all these atheist YouTubers, and oh, Christianity is bullshit and blah blah blah. And oh, there's no morality, there's no anything. But you see, even now, spirituality matters, right? Like purpose matters to people, and especially when you're young. And people are looking for that. People are looking for something spiritual. They're looking for purpose and stuff to get behind, because all they're met with is bland answers like just be happy. And it doesn't fulfill you. That's what I'm saying here. You're told like find work you enjoy. That's how you're going to beat the capitalist system. Because you're going to have to work, you got to grind it out, make the money. But if you do something you like, then the grind is fine. You can grind because you like doing it. You enjoy the grind. So you've turned it all over, and now you beat the system. But I think if you avoid pain, you avoid stress, you avoid any negative feelings, and only pursue what makes you happy and things that you like, it creates this whole like bubble around you where you'll end up underdeveloped because you never push yourself. You never try to overcome anything, and you just kind of like slink away anytime something difficult happens to you. And then you tell yourself, oh, well, it's not making me happy. I got to be happy. I just got to live my life and be happy. But life doesn't, like, it's not about just avoiding anything difficult. Because if you want to build yourself up, you have to push yourself. You have to do things that make you a little bit uncomfortable. You have to try things and fail at them, because that's the only way that you can improve. It's the only way you get better. So like, there's millions and billions of people who didn't make it as far as we've made it. You know, just evolutionarily or whatever. Like, things happen. Bad luck. Like, using RPG analogy, bad stats, bad build, right? It doesn't always work. Things change, the environment changes, different circumstance, and they just fell off. So you can't only pursue happy. And I think young people realize that, and that's why they're looking for like spiritual stuff even now. And I just want to put my 2 cents in there to be like, instead of saying what is the point of life, what is my purpose, and then getting answers like just be happy, you should really be thinking, how do we live? How do I live my life? What are the constraints that I'm going to put on myself for how I'm going to go through this life that I have? You know? And I think wise people have left clues for everybody to look at this, right? They've written stuff down. We've had thousands of years of people thinking about this stuff, philosophers and kings and whoever. And they leave all this stuff behind, and we can take that, and even if we can't get to where they are, right? We're not as smart, we're not as whatever, we're not as built up as them. We can use what they have passed down to try to like help us. We can use it as a ladder to like to see a little bit further than where we're at. And from what I've seen and experienced, they all point to having some virtues, having some morality. And it's not like just be a Christian, join a church, do that. I think that probably works for some people. Joining a church gives you some structure, gives you an outline on what you should do with your life, how you should live. But I think you can also just find it on your own, because these wise people have figured this out even before Christianity was a religion. And these virtues, they seem to be universal. Obviously, I don't know. I'm just one dude. But it's like facing fear, you know, having courage. Everything's scary, but you try anyways. You just get up there and you give it the best shot you've got. You screw everything up, but you learn something, you experience something, and it builds you up for the next attempt, right? Having good judgment, trying to figure out what is the best course of action in your situation, in whatever's going on. Thinking ahead to be like, if I do this, these will be the consequences. If I do this, maybe this would be a better option. Being fair with people. Doing things that you know are the right thing to do, even when it's hard, even when you're not going to benefit from it, because you're being fair, you know? And then having self-control, understanding yourself, and being like, I can't just have everything I want all the time. I can't just eat junk food because I crave it. I have to think longer term and be like, what is best for me? I got to take care of myself. I got to have some self-control because I'm trying to live in a certain way that I think is right, or whatever it is. And all these virtues, these seem to be what all these really wise, intelligent people have figured out. That's what they seem to be pointing at. That seems to be the core of their philosophies. It seems to be the basics of religion and spirituality. So I think it needs to be said, even if it's redundant. Being happy is not the point of your life. The point of your life is unique to you, and you got to think about, how do I want to live this one life that I have? And I only have one. So how do I want it to be? Anyways, that's my video. Hopefully that helps somebody out. Yeah, see you in the next one, guys.